Welcome to Synagogues of Australia, Part 7. We start out looking at a synagogue in the city of Newcastle, which is in the Australian state of New South Wales. It has about 325,000 residents in the area. The Hebrew letters indicate that the name of the synagogue is Beis Yisrael, but it's also known as the Newcastle Hebrew Congregation. Weekly services are held on Friday evenings. The congregation started informally around 1905. The building shown here was erected in the late 1920s. The congregation does not list a rabbi for spiritual leader. We next turn to the city of Perth, which is the capital and the largest city in Western Australia. In fact, it's Australia's fourth largest city. It has a population of about 1.5 million people with about 7,000 Jews. Here is a view of the outside of the building that's called Northern Suburbs Hebrew Congregation, and in Hebrew, Kehilas B'nai Yisrael. This congregation was established in the 1990s, mainly by immigrants from South Africa. We believe its spiritual leader is Rabbi Larry Brown. We believe the congregation to practice the Orthodox form of customs. Another synagogue in Perth is the Daniela Shul, which is Orthodox. It offers a full slate of services on a daily basis. The shul is part of the Beit Midrash of Western Australia, a yeshiva. Rabbi Marcus Solomon is its founder, and it was established in 1997. There is also a Rabbi Ari Posner, who is the Rosh Kollel of the Torah Mitzion Perth Yeshiva. And here is the Perth Hebrew Congregation. It is also Orthodox and has been around since 1892. It moved to its current location in the 1970s. Daniel J. Lieberman is its current rabbi. David Freilich is Rabbi Emeritus. He had been the rabbi of the congregation from 1988 until most recently at the beginning of 2018. There is a mikvah on the premises, the only one in Perth. And the shul is host to a Sephardi minyan called the Kol Sason Sephardi Congregation on Shabbos. And here is an overhead shot of Temple David, a progressive congregation. There are Friday evening and Saturday morning services for Shabbat. Adi Cohn has been its rabbi since May of 2014. This congregation was established in 1952. The building shown here was put to use in 1963. And finally, we move over to Rose Bay, which is an eastern suburb of Sydney in New South Wales. This site had one time been the home of Southhead Synagogue, but financial situations caused them to close down. The facility has now been taken over by Kehilat Kadima, an Orthodox congregation. In fact, some of the people who are involved in this congregation used to be in the Southhead Synagogue. The congregation does not have a rabbi, a spiritual leader, but rather a chazan or cantor. A full slate of services are offered on a daily basis. We conclude this episode reminding everyone that there is still another episode of Synagogues to check out in Australia coming up. So, bye for now, and see you real soon.